So how many of you would have the courage to walk out and report it? Tell me. We know violence and the abuse of power still persists today. We've recently seen that in stark relief in the disgusting conduct and behavior of a very powerful figure in Hollywood. A man who had power over scores of women and their careers. The ultimate abuse of power in a disgusting, immoral, and inexcusable way. My father taught me that the greatest sin that could be committed was the abuse of power, whether it was mental, physical, or economic. And the ultimate, the cardinal sin, was for a man to use his power, physical or economic, to abuse a woman or a child. It's disgusting. Because of the bravery of so many courageous women in Hollywood speaking up, putting their careers at risk, because you know how it works, many of you. Even if the public believes it, they judge you as well. They judge you and ask themselves, which they have no right to, were you complicit in this anyway? Why didn't you have the courage to do something? When I first passed the Violence Against Women law, I spent most of my time going to men's organizations. Not a joke. Because so many men were saying, well, why didn't she just leave? Or why didn't she speak up? Or she didn't have to take the job. I say, how many of you guys saw the movie Deliverance? Not a joke. And I say, what scene do you remember? And they all remember the same scene. A guy being tied to a tree and raped by two other men. So how many of you would have the courage to walk out and report it? Tell me. Well, I'd go home and get my shotgun. I'd come back and I'd do the... So why wouldn't you? Because of the cultural norm, you'd be ashamed. The society would judge you even after the fact if they knew even it wasn't your fault. But it still takes courage to speak out. With these women in Hollywood speaking out now, did it to save other women from similar abuse. This disgusting behavior, at least on the part of Harvey Weinstein, has been brought to an abrupt and justifiable end. But it's long past time for the powerful men in Hollywood to speak up, to be strong enough to say something, because silence is complicity.